The first time Adriano Ricciola held a gun, he was only 12. His father, Marco Ricciola, the feared boss of the Ricciola Mafia family in Naples, pressed it into his hand with a look that wasn't fatherly, but commanding. "Son, you're not born free," Marco had said, cigarette smoke swirling around his cruel eyes. "You're born Ricciola. Don't forget that." Adriano never did, but secretly, he hated every second of it. Unlike his father, who breathed power like oxygen, Adriano's heart beat to softer rhythms. He painted when no one was looking. He cared about people he was told to ignore. And worst of all, he believed love could save him, even in a world drowning in blood. At 19, Adriano's life changed with a single glance. He saw her at an underground gathering, one of those tense peace talks where the rival families pretended they weren't plotting each other's destruction. Her name was Isabella Moretti, daughter of Lorenzo Moretti, the Ricciola's sworn enemy. She wore her defiance like armor, smirking in a silk dress, sipping wine like the whole world was beneath her. Their eyes met. Time stopped. He knew it was dangerous. She knew it was forbidden. But late that night she found him outside, leaning against his car, sketching the stars on a scrap of paper. "You're not like them," she said. "And you shouldn't be here," he replied. That's how it started. Messages exchanged in shadows, midnight drives to the coast, whispered promises they knew could cost them their lives. Adriano fell harder than he ever thought possible. Isabella wasn't just beautiful, she was sharp, fearless, the kind of girl who'd roast him for being too serious and then kiss him to shut him up. But Isabella had a secret. Her father had planted it in her: get close to Adriano, gain his trust, trap him. It wasn't her idea, but she couldn't escape it. In her world, betrayal wasn't optional, it was survival. It happened on a rain-soaked night. Adriano thought it was just another secret date by the harbor, but Isabella's hands trembled as she leaned in to kiss him, her perfume laced with guilt. Then headlights cut through the darkness. Men with guns surrounded him. "Isabella, what is this?" His voice cracked with disbelief. She forced herself to look cold, to bury her shaking hands. "You were planning to attack us. I just did it first." Adriano's world shattered. Bullets flew, pain tore through his side, and the last thing he saw before collapsing into the black water was Isabella's face. Her eyes screaming something, her lips didn't. "I didn't want this." He barely survived. His father smuggled him to Argentina, far from Italy's bloody streets. And just like that, Adriano Ricciola, the boy who loved, who dreamed, died that night. In his place lived only a ghost. 20 years passed, both Marco Ricciola and Lorenzo Moretti were gone, one consumed by illness, the other destroyed by the paranoia of his own schemes. Their empires collapsed into dust, leaving only memories, scars, and children who didn't ask for any of it. Adriano stayed in Argentina, a quiet recluse running a small art gallery, his hair streaked with silver before its time. Isabella, now in Rome, built a career in architecture, her laughter dimmed but never extinguished. Neither married, neither forgot. But life had a strange sense of humor. It began with Luca, Adriano's younger brother, who'd never been touched by Mafia life. He was 25, reckless, funny, the kind of guy who made TikToks about accidentally setting pasta on fire. He went to Rome for a job in tech and literally spilled coffee all over a girl in a bookstore. Her name? Sofia Moretti, Isabella's younger sister. Their meet-cute was pure chaos. He was mortified. She laughed so hard she snorted. Within days they were inseparable, bantering, making inside jokes, sending each other memes at 3 a.m. "Tell me you're not falling for me," Luca teased once. "Too late," Sofia shot back grinning. They planned to marry, but first they wanted to introduce each other to their siblings. Cute, right? Except neither knew the storm waiting for them. The reunion. The dinner was set at a cozy Roman restaurant. Luca showed up first with Adriano, reluctant but curious. Across the room, Sofia entered with Isabella, now a poised, elegant woman, her beauty matured but still sharp enough to cut. The moment Adriano saw her, his world froze. Isabella froze too, wine glass trembling in her hand. The years vanished. She wasn't the polished architect anymore. She was the girl at the harbor, the girl who kissed him and destroyed him in the same breath. Wait, Luca blinked. You two know each other? Neither spoke. The silence was suffocating. Memories crashed back. Love, betrayal, blood, everything. Finally, Isabella's voice cut the air, low and sharp. You were going to attack my family. Don't you dare look at me like I was the traitor. Adriana's jaw clenched. I was in love with you. That was my only crime. At first, they avoided each other. The tension at family gatherings was brutal. Isabella cold, Adriano distant. But fate had a way of shoving them together. A late-night grocery run, an accidental walk through the same piazza, a spilled drink at a wedding rehearsal. Little by little, the walls cracked. One night, after too much wine, they finally exploded. You ruined me, Adriano spat. You think I wanted to? Isabella shot back. Her voice broke. My father would have killed me if I didn't trap you. I thought you hated me all these years. Adriano stared at her. For the first time, he saw not the betrayer, but the girl who had been trapped in chains just like him. That night, they didn't kiss. They just sat on the balcony, talking until sunrise, their laughter tentative but real, as if rediscovering each other piece by piece. Soon, it turned into something more. Secret coffees, stolen glances at Luca and Sofia's gatherings, midnight walks where they teased each other about wrinkles and gray hair, only to admit how much they had missed the other's smile. You know we're basically in a Netflix drama right now, Isabella joked, bumping his shoulder. Yeah, except no one would believe this plot. They laughed, they healed, and slowly they fell in love again, not the reckless teenage love of the past, but a deeper, steadier fire. When Luca and Sofia finally announced their wedding, Adriano and Isabella made the decision they wouldn't let the ghosts of their fathers dictate their lives anymore. A week before the ceremony, Adriano took Isabella on a walk along the same harbor where it had all gone wrong. He held her hand, heart pounding like he was 19 again. I don't want to waste another 20 years, he said softly. Marry me. Tears welled in his eyes. After everything, you still want me? He kissed her, gentle but certain. I never stopped. They told Luca and Sofia the news the morning of the wedding. Sofia squealed, Luca nearly dropped the rings, and the four of them ended up laughing so hard the priest had to ask them to calm down. That day, two couples tied their futures together. The Ricciolas and the Morettis, once sworn enemies, became family through love. And for Adriano and Isabella, it wasn't just marriage. It was freedom. People whispered about the Ricciolas and Morettis, how their bloodlines once ruled the streets, but the new generation didn't care. Luca and Sofia made goofy Instagram reels. Adriano and Isabella traveled the world, holding hands like teenagers. The Mafia legacy was over, but the love story, messy, painful, and beautiful, was just beginning. Because in the end, Adriano was right. Love did save him, even if it took 20 years.